doors when those thunderstorms do roll in, because I promise you they will. It's just not going to be the entire weekend. Highest coverage though, and the biggest potential for flooding is going to be Saturday and Sunday, mainly Saturday afternoon, evening, and then as we head into the morning hours on Sunday. So just something to keep in mind. As for the flood watch, it does include all of our southern counties, but National Weather Service saying that, hey, we could actually extend that as we look at some of the models and places that could be picking up a quick 2 to 4 inches. Overall today, though, just some isolated shower and thunderstorm coverage, mainly afternoon, evening. A few light showers as we head into your Saturday morning. But by the time we head into your lunchtime hour, that's when we'll start to see the potential for thunderstorms increase. Becomes much more widespread 4, 5, 6 o'clock. And then we'll be seeing another round of rain as we head into the overnight hours Saturday into Sunday. Something that we haven't seen over the last few days is the severe risk. Yes, we are looking at a 1 out of 5 threat for maybe some strong wind gusts embedded with any of those thunderstorms. That's on Saturday. Also Saturday, widespread across southeast Texas, and a good chunk of the southern and eastern half of the state are going to be under that 2 out of 4 risk for some isolated street flooding. So you have those outdoor plans. Maybe you can change them and go to Comic Palooza, which is indoors today through Sunday, and then coming up on Monday, not quite as widespread chances, but the unsettled weather pattern does continue throughout most of next week. The answer is yes, but let's talk about what we'll be seeing in the short term. We're warm and humid today, talking highs mid to upper 80s. Chance for a few isolated thunderstorms. This weekend, though, that's when the flood risk is really going to rise. That flood watch, like I mentioned, in effect until 7 a.m. come Monday. Overall, though, skies are pretty quiet across the state. There was some action out in Texas Hill Country. That's fizzling out. Some showers near Tyler. Overall, not going to be impacting us, at least at the moment. So you are waking up, stepping out the door. Look at all those folks getting an early start, whether it's to work, whether it's to start the kiddos' summer vacation. Please take it easy on the roadways. They're not slick right now, but if we do get any thunderstorms, we will see that continue. As for what we can expect throughout the afternoon, spring, chance for a few isolated thunderstorms, let's say late afternoon into the early evening hours. Not stopping temps, though. 87 degrees by 4 o'clock later on today. West U is similar story, hanging out in the mid 80s through about lunchtime, and our friends in Deer Park, 85 degrees later on today. I do have more details on the timing of the thunderstorms so that you can plan the remainder of your Memorial Day holiday weekend coming up at about 5:45. Flooded bayous or anything like that. And the interesting thing is, so when I left work yesterday just after our noon television show, it was looking like we could be seeing anywhere from 4 to 7 inches in total through Monday. Take a look at how models have backed off. We're looking at maybe 2 to 3, 4 inches at most now through your Memorial Day holiday. So that's good. We don't want to see an additional 7 inches of rain in areas that have already seen anywhere from 4 to 8 inches. But let's time out today and tomorrow for you. This is our high resolution model. We just got an update every single hour, so we'll continue to bring you those through the morning. Overall today, pretty lackluster in the rain department, which is good. We need a break. We need the ground to be able to soak up any of that rain that we did see yesterday. Chance for a few isolated thunderstorms late afternoon into the early evening. Then we head into your Saturday morning, maybe a few shower chances along the coast, but coverage of thunderstorms begins to increase. 12, 1 o'clock, another round by 4, 5. And then we'll be seeing a ton of moisture coming in from the west late Saturday night and into Sunday morning. And then guess what? Likely going to be seeing even more rounds of rain come Monday. But I want to talk about the main weather threats tomorrow, because yes, we're looking at a widespread 2 out of 4 risk for isolated street flooding. Along with that, a 1 out of 5 risk coming down from the Storm Prediction Center. So could we be seeing some stronger storms pulsing up, damaging wind gusts in addition to the heavy rain and lightning? You betcha. So I'm going to be watching that for you closely. Again, I do think highest coverage will be afternoon and into the evening. But if you're heading out to the Pitbull concert tonight, that does start at 8 o'clock up in the Woodlands. Could be seeing the chance for a few scattered showers this afternoon, let's say 5, 6 o'clock, and then things should be clearing out. Maybe you can head over to Comic Palooza, a great place to stay away from the rain this weekend. Memorial Day rain chances at about 50 to 60%, and then unsettled weather continues into next week. Relative humidity values. 97%. Yes, heat and humidity is going to be the big story today. The overall flood threat, at least for your Friday, don't get me wrong about the weekend, but for Friday has lowered. So we'll take that. So hopefully any of that leftover rain that we've seen from the last few days can just soak into the ground, and then we can start fresh as we head into the holiday weekend. 66 in Conroe right now, 70 degrees in Katy, and 75 on Galveston Island. Good morning to you. Our flood watch does continue for our southern counties. That's going to be everybody south of I-10 until 7 a.m. Monday. But with looking at the models, the National Weather Service is saying, hey, we could potentially extend that to other counties and communities. So we'll get to those details if it does happen. As for what you can expect in Lake Jackson today, hanging on to the low to mid 80s, but it's folks inland that are going to be knocking on the door of the upper 80s. That's actual temperatures. Mix that with humidity, and we're talking feels like temps around 90. So it is going to be toasty with the chance for a few afternoon scattered showers, isolated rumble of thunder or two in Humble. I'm going to have more details, though, on what we can expect Saturday and Sunday, as there are going to be several waves of rain, and just how much you can expect in your neighborhood coming up in about 15 minutes. I'm going to go to the local pool, the beach, maybe up to a family or friend's lake house. Well, we're going to be seeing rain chances and waves of it coming in, but the entire weekend is not going to be a washout. Let's talk rainfall totals over the last 3 days, and some locations have picked up a quick 2 to 4 inches. Others in northern Montgomery County, about 5 to 6. And then along our coast, 7 to 8 inches in total. So the ground is saturated. So any more rain on top of these areas could bring the potential for some street flooding. When could we see it? Well, that's what I'm here for, timing it out for you. Later on this afternoon, could be seeing a few isolated showers. Overall coverage is definitely not going to be quite as high as days past. Then we start your Saturday morning. Things look overall quiet. But by lunchtime, we'll start to see a rise in the isolated thunderstorms, and then it turns much more widespread as we head into the evening hours Saturday and even early Sunday morning. Then you guessed it, another round of rain coming in Sunday evening, and then likely going to be seeing some scattered downpours as we head into Monday. Monday overall coverage doesn't look quite as high as Saturday and Sunday, but we have a widespread flood risk, 2 out of 4, and then our severe